This is the hardest thing about being a fearful avoidant. Dr. Sarah Hensley. I'm a specialized social psychologist, and I've been studying attachment science for nearly 20 years. And this is another edition of Cardline Relationship Advice. Fearful avoidants have both an anxious side to their attachment and an avoidant side to their attachment. And what happened to them in childhood absolutely created this, quote, disorganized pattern of relating to people. So usually in childhood, the fearful avoidant had one or more dysfunctional parents that created a betrayal trauma. And so if the little child is like looking around and like, says, well, if I can't trust my own parent, like who could I ever trust? That never leaves the subconscious, okay? And so what happens is they can have limerence. They can really like focus on someone really hardcore and feel a lot of attachment anxiety towards a new partner. And then when that partner actually starts to reciprocate, they can swing completely avoidant, feel totally overwhelmed, and just kind of, really deep down, they're terrified of intimacy. But why? Why are they terrified of this intimacy, especially if it's something that they wanted? Because when someone sees you for the real you, that then enters into the chat the opportunity to then be rejected or betrayed, which is something that their subconscious never wants to experience again. The child trusted their parent. They trusted their parent to love them unconditionally, to not leave them, to treat them with respect, to help them grow, to nurture them. And when that doesn't happen, whenever you are presented with a real opportunity for intimacy that doesn't make you work for it and prove your worth, it will stop feeling attractive to you and you will start feeling stressed out. So this puts the FA in a real predicament, because the only time they're going to feel attracted and they're going to feel loving and they're going to feel like getting close to someone is when someone makes them work for it, when someone makes them feel confused, when the situation is chaotic, when it's unclear, aka they're going to have to be with a dismissive avoidant or even a narcissist in order to feel that spark, right? No bueno. And so the fearful avoidant is always stuck between, when I get what I want, when I get the reciprocation, I start to feel like I'm a little bit overwhelmed, like this doesn't feel safe to me. And when they are with someone who doesn't reciprocate right away or give them appropriate intimacy, they will feel anxious and constantly be chasing. Neither of those situations is healthy and secure reciprocal intimacy and love. The amount of times I drug someone through the mud and broke their heart, only wanting them when they were gone, is pathetic. And the amount of times that I spent chasing someone who was never going to truly give me what I need, also pathetic. You need to give a relationship a chance before you automatically reject someone because you're starting to go into your avoidant side. You can ask for an appropriate amount of space around your own needs to maintain your own independence. That can absolutely help. Next, it can be important to communicate what you're experiencing and to let them know that you are struggling with attachment avoidance, but it's something that you're working through so that they don't get anxiety over why maybe sometimes you're a little distant and you need space. But most importantly, you're going to have to learn to regulate your nervous system around intimacy. You're going to have to do that if you ever want to be in a healthy relationship. Because if your blueprint is always love is chaotic, love is unstable, love is unkind, love makes you work for it and have to prove your worth, that's not a fun state to have to live in. That's not a real good, healthy relationship. But if it's all that sparks your passion, you have some healing work to do.